My name is Rebecca Torres. I'm an ICU nurse at Presbyterian Hospital in Philadelphia. Been doing this for 12 years. I've seen medical miracles. I've seen impossible recoveries. I've seen things that make you believe in something bigger than medicine, but nothing prepared me for Emma Richardson. It was January 8, 2024, Monday morning, 7 a.m. shift change. I was getting a report on my patient assignment when the night shift nurse, Tom, got to bed 12. Emma Richardson, 34 years old, post-anoxic brain injury, been in a coma for 4 months. GCS of 3, no response to stimuli. Family's been coming every day, but neuro says there's almost no chance of meaningful recovery. They're meeting with palliative care this week to discuss withdrawal of care. I nodded. I'd taken care of plenty of patients like Emma, young, tragic. Brain injury so severe that even if they woke up, they'd never be the person they were before. Emma had collapsed at her daughter's 4th birthday party. Cardiac arrest. Nobody knows why she was healthy, active, no medical history. By the time the paramedics got there and restarted her heart, her brain had been without oxygen for 11 minutes. 11 minutes is an eternity for a brain. The doctors told her husband, Michael, that even if she survived, she'd likely be in a vegetative state. But he refused to give up. Kept her on full life support. Came every single day with their daughter Lily to talk to her, read to her, play her favorite music. 4 months. No improvement, no response, nothing until today. I was doing my morning assessment around 9 a.m., checking Emma's pupils, testing reflexes, the usual routine. I'd been talking to her the whole time. I always talk to coma patients, even though most people think it's pointless. Good morning, Emma. My name's Rebecca. I'm going to be your nurse today. I'm just going to check your eyes here, okay? Okay. You might feel a little bright light. I shone the pen light in her right eye. Pupil constricted. Normal. Then the left eye. And she blinked. Not a reflex. A real purposeful blink. I froze. Emma? Can you hear me? Another blink. My heart started pounding. Emma, if you can hear me, blink twice. Blink. Blink. Oh my God, I whispered. Then louder. I need neuro in here. Now. Within minutes, the room was full. Neurologist, resident, attending physician, respiratory therapist. Everyone watching as Emma started to wake up. Her eyes opened. Actually opened and focused. She looked confused, scared, overwhelmed, but she was there. She was present. The neurologist started a full exam. Emma, can you squeeze my hand? She squeezed. Can you wiggle your toes? She wiggled them. Can you stick out your tongue? She did. Every single command. Every single one. After 4 months of nothing, she was responding to everything. The attending physician looked like he'd seen a ghost. This is impossible. Her last MRI showed severe global hypoxic injury. There's no way she should be this responsive. But she was. They called Michael immediately. He was at work. He'd gone back part-time to pay the medical bills, leaving Lily with his mother during the day. He answered on the first ring. Mr. Richardson, this is Dr. Chen from Presbyterian ICU. You need to come to the hospital right now. I could hear the panic in his voice through the phone. Did something happen? Your wife is waking up. Silence. Then, what? She's awake. She's responsive. You need to get here. He made it to the hospital in 15 minutes. Must have broken every traffic law in Philadelphia. When he burst into the room, Emma's eyes found him immediately, and she smiled. Actually smiled. Michael collapsed into the chair next to her bed, sobbing, holding her hand. Emma, baby, you're here. You're actually here. She couldn't talk yet. Still had the breathing tube, but she squeezed his hand, and tears rolled down her cheeks. I had to step out of the room. I've been a nurse for 12 years and I pride myself on staying professional, but I was crying too hard to see straight. This was the miracle everyone hopes for but rarely sees. The impossible recovery. The one that makes you believe anything is possible. But that was just the beginning. Because when Emma was finally extubated 2 days later and could speak again, she said something that changed everything. She looked at me specifically, not her husband, not the doctors, and she said, "Rebecca, you need to call your daughter. Today. Before 3 p.m. Please." I felt my blood run cold. I don't wear a name tag with my first name. Hospital policy, we only display last names for safety. The only way she could know my first name is if someone told her. But here's the thing. I'd never mentioned having a daughter. Never said anything personal during my assessments. I always keep work and personal life separate. And I hadn't spoken to my daughter in 6 years. Subscribe if you want to know what happened next. Because what Emma told me over the next few days made me question everything I believe about consciousness, death, and what happens when we're gone. Comment below. Do you believe coma patients can hear us? Have you ever experienced something medically impossible? Like this video if you're already hooked. I stood there staring at Emma, my heart pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. "How do you know my name?" I asked quietly. "How do you know I have a daughter?" Emma looked at me with these eyes that seemed too aware, too present for someone who'd been in a coma for 4 months. "I heard you," she said, her voice hoarse from the breathing tube. "Every day. You'd come in and check on me, and you'd talk to me. You told me about your daughter once. 3 months ago. November 14th. You were having a bad day." I searched my memory. November 14th. That was the day my daughter's birthday. Her 24th birthday. The 6th one I hadn't been invited to. I must have said something out loud during my assessment. Maybe I'd been more emotional than I realized. Maybe Emma had heard me, but that didn't explain the rest. "You said I need to call her before 3 p.m., I said. "Why?" Emma's eyes filled with tears. "Because she's going to make a decision today at 3 p.m. that she regret for the rest of her life. And you're the only person who can stop her." "What decision?" "I can't tell you that. But you have to trust me, Rebecca. Call her. Tell her you love her. Tell her you're sorry. Do it before 3 p.m. "Emma, how could you possibly know?" "I was in the in-between place," she interrupted. "For 4 months I was there. I wasn't here, but I wasn't gone. I could see things." "Hear things. Know things. It's hard to explain. But I know your daughter needs you today. Please." Michael was listening to all of this, looking confused. "Honey, what are you talking about? What in-between place?" But Emma kept her eyes on me. "Please, Rebecca. You have to trust me." I left the room shaking, pulled out my phone, stared at my daughter's name in my contacts. Olivia Torres. Last called, 6 years, 2 months, 14 days ago. We'd had a fight. A stupid, terrible fight about choices I'd made, things I'd said, ways I'd failed as a mother. She told me she never wanted to see me again. I told her fine. And we'd both been too stubborn to reach out since 6 years of silence. 6 years of pretending I didn't care. 6 years of missing her every single day. My hand hovered over her name. It was 10:47 a.m. I had just over 4 hours. I pressed call. It rang, once, twice, 3 times. She picked up. "Hello?" Just hearing her voice made my eyes fill with tears. "Olivia, it's Mom." Silence. Long, heavy silence. "How did you get this number?" Her voice was cold. "I've always had it. I never deleted it." "Olivia, I need to talk to you. Can we meet? Today? Why? After 6 years, suddenly you want to talk? Please, I know you don't owe me anything. I know I don't deserve it, but please, it's important." "What's important?" I couldn't tell her the truth. That a coma patient who shouldn't be awake told me to call. That some mysterious warning made me break 6 years of silence. So I said the only true thing I could think of. "I miss you. I love you. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything." I heard her breath catch. Then, where? We met at the coffee shop where we used to go when she was in high school. Our place. Before everything fell apart. She looked so different. Older. Her hair was shorter. She had a small tattoo on her wrist I'd never seen. But her eyes were the same. We sat down. Awkward. Painful. "I can't believe you called," she said. "I can't believe you answered." I almost didn't. But at her coffee. "It's been 6 years. Maybe it's time." Olivia, I need to tell you something. And it's going to sound insane. I told her about Emma, about the coma, about the impossible recovery, about the warning. She listened without interrupting. When I finished, she was pale. Mom, that's really strange. I know, but Emma was so certain. She said you were going to make a decision today at 3 p.m. that you'd regret. What's happening at 3 p.m.? Olivia's hands started shaking. She set down her coffee cup. How could she possibly know about that? She whispered, "Know about what?" She looked up at me, tears streaming down her face. I have an appointment at 3 p.m. at a clinic. I'm pregnant, Mom. And I was going to terminate. The world stopped. You're pregnant? 8 weeks. And I can't do it. I'm not ready. I'm not married. I'm barely making rent. I don't even know if the father wants to be involved. I thought the only option was to end it. I made the appointment 3 weeks ago. But you don't want to? I don't know what I want. She was crying harder now. I'm terrified. I don't know how to do this. And I don't have anyone to talk to about it. My friends all think I should terminate. They think I'm crazy for even hesitating. But every time I think about going through with it, I can't breathe. I reached across the table and took her hand. So don't go. But how will I manage? I can't afford a baby. I can barely afford myself. You won't be alone. I'll help you. However you need me. Whatever you decide. But Olivia, if you don't want to do this, don't do it because you're scared or because you feel like you have no choice. You have choices. You have options. You really mean that? After everything? I mean it. I've spent 6 years regretting the things I said to you. Regretting the way I failed you. I'm not going to fail you again. She broke down completely. And for the first time in 6 years, I held my daughter while she cried. At 2:47 p.m., she called the clinic and canceled the appointment. At 3:15 p.m., we were still sitting in that coffee shop, talking about the future. About possibilities. About second chances. Emma had been right. About all of it. The next day, I went back to work. Emma was awake, alert, doing physical therapy. The medical team was calling it a miracle recovery. I pulled a chair up next to her bed. Thank you. She smiled. Did you call her? I did. How did you know? Like I said, the in-between place, I could see things. Not everything. But important things. Things that mattered. Your daughter mattered. To you. To the universe. To whatever comes next. What else did you see? Her smile faded. A lot, too much maybe. I saw people's futures. Their choices. Their regrets. I saw what would happen if certain decisions got made. And I saw what happens after we die. What happens? That's for the next part, she said softly. But Rebecca, there's something else I need to tell you. Something about why I collapsed at my daughter's birthday party. Something about what I saw while I was under. And something about what's going to happen to me now that I'm awake. What do you mean? Her eyes filled with tears. I wasn't supposed to wake up. Not like this. Not with everything intact. And now that I have... There's a price. Emma's story takes a turn that no one, not the doctors, not her family, not me, saw coming. Comment. Have you ever been given a second chance that changed everything? Like if you believe in medical miracles. Over the next 2 weeks, Emma made remarkable progress. She went from ICU to step down to regular floor. She walked. She talked. She hugged her daughter and held her husband and laughed at terrible hospital food. On the surface, she was the miracle everyone wanted her to be. But I noticed things. Small things. Things the other nurses and doctors missed because they were so focused on the miracle. Emma barely slept. When she did, she'd wake up screaming. She'd stare at empty corners of the room like she was seeing something no one else could see. She'd flinch when certain people walked by her room, people she'd never met before. And she asked me, at least once a day, how much time do you think I have? On day 16 of her recovery, I found her crying in her room at 2 a.m. Her husband had gone home to sleep, her daughter was with her grandmother, and Emma was alone. I sat down next to her bed. What's wrong? I need to tell you the truth, she said. About what I saw. About why I'm here. Okay. When I collapsed at Lily's birthday party, it wasn't random. I had an undiagnosed congenital heart defect. Completely silent until it wasn't. The doctors found it after my heart basically short-circuited. They fixed it with surgery while I was in the coma, put in a defibrillator. Physically, I'm fine now, but I was dead for 11 minutes, Rebecca. Technically dead. And I went somewhere, the in-between place. Yes, it's not heaven. It's not hell. It's a waiting room. That's the only way I can describe it. A place between life and death where you wait to see which way you're going. She wiped her eyes. And there are people there.
Guides, I guess. They showed me things. They showed me my life.
They showed me the lives of people around me. They showed me futures that could happen based on choices that hadn't been made yet. That's how I knew about your daughter. What else did they show you? They showed me that I had a choice. I could go forward, really die, or I could go back. But if I went back, there were conditions. What conditions? I have 6 months, that's it. 6 months from the day I wake up. And in those 6 months, I have to do something important. Something that justifies coming back. What do you have to do? I have to save 5 people. Not physically save them, not like CPR or pulling them from a burning building. I have to save them from making choices that would destroy their lives. Like I saved you and Olivia. That's why you knew about her. Yes, you are number 1. I have 4 more people to find. And if I don't do it in 6 months, if I fail, I don't just die. I'm erased. Like I never existed. Michael won't remember me. Lily won't remember me. My entire existence gets wiped clean. I stared at her. That's insane. I know. But that was the deal. Come back to life. Get 6 months, save 5 people, or be erased from existence. And I took it because I couldn't stand the thought of Lily growing up without a mother. Of Michael raising her alone. Of missing her first day of kindergarten, her graduation, her wedding. I took the deal. How much time do you have left? 4 months and 14 days.
I woke up on January 8th. Today is February 22nd. By July 8th, I either complete the task or I'm gone. Who are the other 4 people?
I don't know yet. The guides didn't tell me. They said I'd know when I found them, that I'd feel it. A pull. A recognition. Like I did with you. Have you felt it with anyone else? She looked at me with haunted eyes.
Yes, yesterday, when a new patient was admitted to the ICU, room 8. I walked past his room and I felt it.
This overwhelming sense that he's one of the 5. Who is it? His name is Marcus Webb. 52 years old. Came in with chest pain. They're running tests, thinking it might be angina or early heart disease. But I saw him, Rebecca. I saw his future. If he doesn't change his path in the next 3 days, he's going to make a choice that kills someone. What choice? He's having an affair. His wife doesn't know. He's planning to tell her this weekend. But the way he's going to tell her, the words he's going to use, she's going to get in her car devastated and distracted. She's going to run a red light. She's going to T-bone another car. A mother and 2 kids. The mother dies. One of the kids dies. All because Marcus couldn't figure out a better way to tell his wife the truth. How do you know this? Because I saw it. In the in-between place, I saw the chain of events. I saw the futures. And I saw that if someone intervenes, if someone helps Marcus find a different way all those people live, what are you going to do? I don't know. I'm a patient. I can't just walk into his room and tell him I saw his future in a coma-induced vision. He'll think I'm insane. She looked at me desperately. But you can. You're his nurse tomorrow. You can talk to him. You can find a way. Emma, I can't. Please. This is number 2 of 5. I need this. I need to save him. Because if I don't complete all 5, I lose everything. My daughter loses me. My husband loses me. And it'll be like I never existed at all. The next morning, I was assigned to Marcus Webb in room 8. He seemed like a normal guy. Businessman. Wedding ring. Photos of his kids on his phone that he kept looking at with this expression I couldn't quite read. Guilt, maybe. Regret. I did his assessment. Checked his vitals. Made small talk.
Then, against every professional instinct I had, I said, "Mr. Webb, can I ask you something personal?" He looked surprised. Sure. Are you planning to tell someone something difficult soon? Something that might hurt them?" His face went pale. "How did you?" "I'm not trying to overstep. But I've been a nurse a long time. And I've seen what happens when people deliver painful news in the heat of emotion instead of with thought and care. I've seen the aftermath, the accidents, the tragedies." He was quiet for a long time. Then, "I'm planning to tell my wife something this weekend. Something that's going to destroy her." "An affair?" He looked up sharply. "Did someone tell you?" "No, but I see the guilt all over your face. And I'm telling you this as someone who's seen too many preventable tragedies. Think very carefully about how you tell her. Not just what you say, but where, when, how. Make sure she's not going to get in a car immediately after. Make sure she has support. Make sure you do this in a way that gives her space to process without making impulsive decisions." "Why are you telling me this?" "Because someone I care about asked me to. And because I believe words matter, timing matters. How we hurt people matters." He stared at me, then slowly nodded. "Thank you. I'll think about that." I left his room and went straight to Emma. I talked to him. And I think he heard me. "I think he'll be more careful." Emma closed her eyes, and I saw something shift in her expression. Relief. Peace. "That's 2, she whispered. 2 down. 3 to go. Subscribe for the final part. Because Emma found the third person, and it's someone that breaks my heart. Comment. Do you believe in second chances? Would you take a deal like Emma's? Like if this story is making you think about the choices you've made? Emma found the third person 2 weeks later. It was a nurse, one of our own. Jessica, a young nurse, only 3 years into her career. Emma saw her in the hallway and felt that pull again. That recognition. She pulled me aside. "Rebecca, it's Jessica. She's number 3. What's going to happen to her?" "She's going to steal medications. She's struggling with addiction, nobody knows yet. In 2 weeks, she's going to take fentanyl from the medroom. She's going to use it. She's going to overdose in her apartment, alone. And no one will find her for 3 days." My heart sank. How do I help her? You report your concerns to the Employee Assistance Program. You tell them you've noticed signs, exhaustion, weight loss, mood changes. You give her a lifeline before she reaches the breaking point. I did it that day. Made the anonymous call. Within a week, Jessica was in a treatment program. She thanked me later, crying, saying she didn't know how much longer she could have held on. That was 3. The fourth person was a patient's family member. A son who was planning to move his elderly father to a cut-rate nursing home to save money, a place where Emma saw him dying of neglect within 6 months. Emma talked to the son directly, helped him find resources, government programs, better options. The father went to a good facility, thrived there. That was 4. By June, Emma had saved 4 people. She had 1 month left, 1 more person to find. And she was terrified she wouldn't find them in time. Then, on July 1st, 1 week before her deadline, she called me. "Rebecca, I need you to come to my house. Now, please." I drove to her place immediately. Emma answered the door looking panicked. "It's Lily," she said. "My daughter. She's number 5. "What?" "I just saw it, just now. I saw her future." Next week, on July 8th, the day I'm supposed to be done, Lily's going to have an accident. A bicycle accident. She's going to ride into the street without looking, and a car is going to hit her. She's going to die, Rebecca. My daughter is going to die the exact day my time runs out. That can't be a coincidence. It's not. It's the final test. I have to save my own daughter. But how do I do that? How do I stop her from riding her bike on a specific day without telling her about the deal, about the visions, about everything? We sat there trying to figure it out. Then I had an idea. What if you don't stop her from riding the bike? What if you just change where she rides it? What if on July 8th you take her somewhere else? Somewhere safe? Emma's eyes widened. The park. There's a bike path at the park, completely closed to cars.
If we're there instead of in the neighborhood, she can ride her bike safely. On July 8th, Emma took Lily to the park. They spent the whole day there. Lily rode her bike for hours on the safe path, laughing, happy, alive. At 5 p.m., Emma got a call from her neighbor. "Emma, you're not going to believe this. A car just crashed into the Johnson's fence right where the sidewalk is. Right where Lily usually rides her bike. If she'd been there... Emma looked at me. I did it. I saved all 5. And right then, standing in that park, something happened." Emma gasped, looked up at the sky, and smiled. "I see them," she whispered. "The guides. They're here. They're telling me. I completed it. I get to stay." "You're free?" "I'm free. No more deadline. No more erasing. I get to live. Really live." She hugged Lily so tight, cried into her daughter's hair. "What are you crying about, Mommy?" Lily asked. "Happy tears, baby. Just happy tears." That was 6 months ago. Emma is still here, still alive, still thriving. Her daughter just started kindergarten. Her husband just got a promotion. They're talking about having another baby. And me? I talk to my daughter every week now. She's due in 2 months, a little girl. She's going to name her Emma. I still don't fully understand what happened. I don't know if Emma really saw the future or if she just had incredible intuition. I don't know if the in-between place is real or if it was a hallucination created by her oxygen-deprived brain. But I know this. Emma woke up when she shouldn't have. She knew things she couldn't have known. She changed lives, including mine. And whether you call that a miracle, a coincidence, or something else entirely, it happened. Every word of this story is true. The names are changed, but the events are real. Emma gave me back my daughter. And I'll spend the rest of my life grateful for the impossible patient in bed 12 who wasn't supposed to wake up, but did. Subscribe if this story moved you, because there are more stories out there like this. More impossible recoveries, more unexplained knowing, more second chances. Comment below. Do you believe Emma really saw the future? Or was it something else? Like this video if you're calling someone you haven't talked to in too long. Share this with someone who needs to hear that it's never too late for a second chance. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you for believing that sometimes the impossible happens. This is Rebecca Torres, ICU nurse, signing off. Take care of each other.